Chapter 9 Feet. Introduction. Balantidium coli belongs to LHE phylum Ciliophora and family Balantididae. It is the only ciliate protozoan parasite of humans. It is the largest protozoan parasite of humans. Largest protozoan parasite. Residing in the large intestine of man. Balantidium coli. History and distribution. LT was first described by Malmsteen in 1857, in the feces of dysenteric patients. It is present worldwide, but the prevalence of the infection is very low. LHE most endemic area is New Guinea, where there is a close association between man and pigs. Habitat A. coli resides in the large intestine of man, pigs and monkeys. Morphology. B. coli occurs in two stages. 1. Trophozoite and 2. Cyst. Figs A and B. Trophozoite. The trophozoite lives in the large intestine, feeding on cell debris, bacteria, starch grains and other particles. The trophozoite is actively motile and is invasive stage of the parasite found in dysenteric stool. FT is a large ovoid cell, about 60-70 inches in length and 40 m in breadth. Very large cells, measuring up to 200 meters are sometimes seen. The cell is enclosed within a delicate pellicle showing longitudinal striations. The motility of trophozoite is due to the presence of short delicate cilia over the entire surface of the body. Cytostome 1 equals, cytopharynx dardi, equals, O, food vacuole contractile, plus dardi vacuole, micronucleus, LL, T, J, macronucleus 111, 2H, cilia, cytopage figures 1A and B. Morphology of Balantidium coli, A, trophozoites, and, B, cyst. Its anterior end is narrow and posterior end is broad. At the anterior end, there is a groove, peristome, leading to the mole, cytostome, and a short funnel-shaped gullet, cytopharynx. Posteriorly, there is a small anal pore, cytopage. The cilia around the mouth are larger, adoral cilia. The cell has two nuclei, 1, a large kidney-shaped macronucleus, and 2, lying in its concavity a small micronucleus. The cytoplasm has 1 or 2 contractile vacuoles and several food vacuoles. Cyst. The cyst is spherical in shape and measures 40-60 inches in diameter. It is surrounded by a thick and transparent double-laid wall. The cytoplasm is granular. Macronucleus, micronucleus and vacuoles are also present in the cyst. 1. Cyst is the infective stage of A. coli. It is found in chronic cases and carriers. Panika's textbook of medical parasitology. Life cycle. B. coli passes its life cycle in one host only. Monoxenous. Natural host pig. Accidental host man. Reservoirs pig, monkey and rat. Infective form cyst. Mode of transmission. Balantidiasis is a zoonosis. Human beings acquire infection by ingestion of food and water contaminated with feces containing the cysts of A. coli. Reservoir. Pig. Infection is acquired from pigs and other animal reservoirs or from human carriers. Once the cyst is ingested, excistation occurs in the small intestine. Figure 2. From each cyst, a single trophozoite is produced which migrates to large intestine. Liberated trophozoites multiply in the large intestine by transverse binary fission. Sexual union by conjugation also occurs infrequently, during which reciprocal exchange of nuclear material takes place between two trophozoites enclosed within a single cyst wall. Incystation occurs as the trophozoite passes down the colon or in the evacuated stool. In this process, the cell rounds up and secretes a tough cyst wall around it. The cysts remain viable in feces for a day or two and may contaminate food and water. Thus it is transmitted to other human or animals. Pathogenesis in a healthy individual. B. coli lives as lumen commensal and is asymptomatic. Clinical disease occurs only when the resistance of host is lowered by predisposing factors such as malnourishment. Figure 2. Life cycle of Balantidium coli. Alcoholism, aporhydria, concurrent infection by Trichuris trichiura, or any bacterial infection. Clinical disease results when the trophozoites burrow into the intestinal mucosa, set up colonies and initiate inflammatory reaction. This leads to mucosal ulcers and submucosal abscesses, resembling lesions in amoebiasis. Unlike E. histolytica, B. coli does not invade liver or any other extra-intestinal sites. Clinical features. Most infections are asymptomatic. Symptomatic disease or balantidiasis resembles amoebiasis causing diarrhea or frank dysentery with abdominal colic, tenesmus, nausea and vomiting. Balantidium ulcers may be secondarily infected by bacteria. Occasionally, intestinal perforation, peritonitis and even death may occur. Rarely, there may be involvement of genital and urinary tracts. In chronic balantidiasis, patients have diarrhea alternating with constipation. Laboratory diagnosis. Stool examination. Diagnosis of B. coli infection is established by demonstration of trophozoites and cysts in feces. Motile trophozoites occur in diarrheic feces and cysts are found in formed stools. The trophozoites can be easily recognized by their large size, macronucleus and rapid, revolving motility. The cysts can also be recognized in the formed stools by their round shape and presence of large macronucleus. Biopsy. When stool examination is negative, biopsy specimens and scrapings from intestinal ulcers can be examined for presence of trophozoites and cysts. Culture. B. coli can also be cultured in vitro in lox egg albumin medium or IH polyxenic medium such as Entamoeba histolytica, but it is rarely necessary. 1Y. Box 1. Treatment. Tetracycline is the drug of choice and is given 500 mg, 4 times daily for 10 days. Alternatively, doxycycline can be Balantidium coli. Box 1. Parasites which can be cultured in laboratory. Balantidium coli, Entamoeba histolytica, Acanthamoeba spp, Giardia lamblia, Trichomonas vaginaris, Trypanosoma spp, Leishman spp given. Metronidazole and nitroimidazole have also been reported to be useful in some cases. Prophylaxis, avoidance of contamination of food and water with human or animal feces, prevention of human-pig contact, treatment of infected pigs, treatment of individuals shedding A. coli cysts. Key points of Balantidium coli. It is the only ciliate parasite of humans, largest protozoan parasite residing in large intestine. It occurs in two stages. 1. Trophozoite and 2. Cyst. Trophozoite is oval, shaped with a slightly pointed anterior end with a groove, peristome leading to the mouth, cytostome. Rounded posterior end has a small anal pore, cytopage and has a large kidney-shaped macronucleus and small micronucleus. Cyst. It is the infective stage of the parasite. Mode of infection. Infection is acquired from pigs and other animals by ingestion of cysts in contaminated food and drink. Infection leads to mucosal ulcers and submucosal abscess in intestine. Clinical features. Most infections are asymptomatic. In mild infections, it causes diarrhea, abdominal colic, tenesmus, nausea and vomiting. Diagnosis. Based on demonstration of trophozoites and cysts in feces and examination of biopsy specimens and scrapings from intestinal ulcers. Treatment. Tetracycline is the drug of choice. Prophylaxis. Avoiding contamination of food and water and treatment of infected pigs and persons. Review questions. 1. Write short notes on the morphology of Balantidium coli along with suitable illustration. 2. Discuss briefly the life cycle and laboratory diagnosis of Balantidium coli. Panika's textbook of medical parasitology. Multiple choice questions. 1. Largest protozoa parasite is A. Entamoeba histolytica. B. Trichomonas vaginaris. C. Leishmania denovani. D. Balantidium coli. 2. The infective form of Balantidium coli is A. Trichizoites. B. Cyst. C. Spirozoite. D. Trophozoite. 3. Which of the following acts as the main reservoir of Balantidium coli infection? A. Man. B. Monkey. C. Pig. D. Cow. 4. Drug of choice for treating balantidiasis. A. Doxycycline. B. Tetracycline. C. Metronidazole. D. Pentamidine. Answer 1. D. 2. B. 3. C. 4. B.